Trudeau told us in the speech from the throne that he was going to, quote, rebuild the economy. What does that mean? Jay Goldberg is with the Canadian Taxpayers Federation and joins me now because I want to put the question to you. I mean, first of all, why does it have to be rebuilt? And then secondly, can bureaucrats build an economy?
Now, Prime Minister Trudeau and the bureaucrats are saying we need the government to rebuild the economy. The reality is we've had historic spending throughout Trudeau's entire term in office. It's higher than World War II, higher than the Great Depression. And so if government spending was going to rebuild the economy, we should all have 2 or 3 jobs.
So as part of the rebuilding the economy, because he's shutting down the oil and gas sector as well, is he looking at something to replace oil and gas?
Well,
or do you know? I mean, there's no word on it. But
it's very hard to know. It sounds like a lot of talk, but they are doing very serious damage to our economy with the policies in Western Canada and the oil sector specifically.
So, and as I said, there are no details on how he's going to rebuild it. I mean, we know it's not going to be oil and gas. Our economy was built by individuals and businesses and farmers, people. Can bureaucrats, have they ever historically been able to rebuild an economy?
No, and you would have to hire literally everyone in the country to work for the government, and of course we couldn't
pay for that. It may be happening.
Unfortunately, I think the answer is clear tax relief, put more money back in people's pockets and businesses so that they can rebuild the economy, not the government.
And do you think there's any hope that there are some wiser brains in Ottawa that are going to prevail and say, it's not up to us bureaucrats to pick industries who we think are going to win, we're going to fund them and do come up with all kinds of ideas. We have to let individuals do it?
Well, we can hope that they'll see the light, but based on the last 4 or 5 years, it's not promising.
You mentioned the big debt and the massive debt. Where are we going with that? I mean, is the inflation we're seeing now as a result of that?
Yeah, the government's spending money left, right, and center. The Bank of Canada is printing all kinds of money to help pay for the deficits, and our prices are going up as a result. So what we need is less spending, stop the printing press, and get people back to work through lower taxes.
I thought there was some difference and division between the Bank of Canada and the government. Tiff Macklin doesn't take orders from the Minister of Finance or the Prime Minister.
No, he doesn't, but both policies have been inflationary.
Okay, so we have 2 people up there who are just printing money like crazy, thinking they're doing the right job. They're both fine people. But your point is ruining Canada.
Well, our history shows printing money and reckless government spending doesn't work, and it doesn't grow the economy.
Grow the economy. Wonderful words. Jay, thank you very, very much. 3 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for subscribing. Independent thought, that's what we need. So, some people say, though, 3 minutes is just perfect. I can sit on the toilet in the morning. I like it. However, others say, I'm busy to sit and watch. For that, we now have the podcast. So wherever you subscribe to podcasts, you can go through and just go to a podcast, Canadian Politics. There it is, the LeDrew, 3 minutes. You don't have to watch me. You can just hear me and hear the guests.